The creator that created everything into reality never distinguished between his creation. Never did. The creator found the harmony and the fulfillment in every single thing that is in existence. So much so that he understood that every single thing that is alive is playing a major role of fulfilling the other. People have somehow managed to base their existence on these principles: good, bad, right, wrong, evil. Who is good and who is bad? Everything is created as one, and in diversity it breaks out from itself, comes to experience life, and come back together as one thing. If you understand this basic principle of the creator, you'll begin to realize that there's nothing good or nothing bad, there's nothing evil and nothing righteous. Everything that is in existence is created by the creator for a sole purpose of nature's manifestation. And if you have never experienced something because you've been told to think that it is bad, are you actually alive? Are you actually living? Most people who claim there's a devil, if they've actually met the devil, they'll be more in love with the devil than with the Jesus they know. Aquaba. It never gets tiring. I'm always excited to come your way. I'm a soft coach Bento. This is Mekra. The family, of course, is on Yameka's Chrome, and you're definitely welcome to our class today. Listen, by now you should. This is a broken record already. Ordering your power stick, make sure you get your power stick. There are so many spiritual services that we offer in this family, on this community, on this organization. Just go to our website, okay? You get to see everything that we are here to offer. But the power stick is our priority product. This is what we are putting out there because we want to help every single person set up their own altar. There's a way they ensure that every house had a Bible, right? You remember? Our vision is to ensure every house has a power stick. Go order your power stick now. And I don't want to take much of your time. Let's go straight into action. Gradually, it's a process. We need to understand that it's a process. We'll get into the class. But now we are gradually coming actually into the class. When we talk about life, it will surprise you what most people would think life is. It will actually surprise you what most people would say what life is. When people are actually talk about life, the truth of the matter is they are not actually talk about life itself. Or when you ask somebody that, I remember asking somebody on social media that, have you ever, do you know, it said the life that Christ gives is a better life. I'm like, okay, I want to understand this. Do you know what life is? Do you know any other life apart from the life the Creator gave you? And the person actually said, yes, I know another life. And I'm used to this because I teach this, so a lot of people come into that situation with me. But again, I'm like, that is to you what life is. So when we talk about life, most people actually don't talk about life. They speak about all other things, of course, but they never actually talk about life. And I always wonder, most people would refer life to the work they do. So do you have a life? Yes, I do have a life. I go to work. This is what most people would think life is all about. They ask a question, do you have a life? Yes, I have my family. That's my family is my life. My job is my life. My car is my life. My relationship, my business, my wealth, my empire is my life. Everything I've struggled. I'm living life. That's why people say this, especially when they go to vacations and travel around the world and say, I'm living the life. But what is life? People give you all these definitions without actually addressing the subject or the subject matter life. What is life to you? The most important thing that we miss in their definition is the life process itself. The essential that is you. I've actually never met anybody that speaks about life and actually address life for what it is. You. Life is actually the Creator bringing you into existence. That is life. Everything else is not life. So most people make the fundamental mistake of identifying something that is not them become them. And this is when you actually struggle, because you come into a world of chaos, world of no direction. You have no understanding as to where you're going, because your definition to life are the things that you've acquired over the period of time, the accumulations that you've gathered onto yourself. This is how you're calling your work life. Meanwhile, your work, as a matter of fact, has no life at all. People might believe this or not believe it. Your family sense has no life. Is the essence of your being, essence of your reality. The reason why you have a reality to begin with. The reason why you have anything gathering around you to be, that is life. Life is the pivot. The main reason, the main focus, the ultimate fundamental reason why you are here today listening to me. Everything else that you are gathering, it's not life, it's just your accumulations. Things you have gathered onto yourself. The Creator didn't create your work. The Creator didn't create your family. The Creator sure didn't even create the reason why you are here in this will go on top of a lot of people's head. Them not go to it. But the reason why you're doing what you're doing is not part of the Creator's creation. The Creator created you, and as a result of you have created and gathered everything else that is coming along with it. If I pick a magnet right now, right? I pick a magnet, and I put a magnet in the midst of pins, and all these pins gather onto the magnet, and many folds gather onto the previous, right? Would you call the pin that is attracting the other pin as magnet? Everything the magnet is gathering onto itself is no magnet. The magnet is the core, is that which is inside. Everything else that is gathered around it. So whatever you're gathering onto yourself, it's not life. This is why a lot of people are in chaos, trying to explain themselves away why they think they have the best life. The foundations of peace and bliss are not about attaining external realities, but in accessing and organizing the inner nature of your being. Whatever you gather onto yourself from outside of you can never even come close to explaining what your life is about. You are capable of experience only that which is within the boundaries of your sensations. Whatever it is that is beyond your sensations are beyond your experience, and your sensations would go as far as you allow it to go. So when we say your experience, who is actually experiencing your experience? It is the life that is in you that is actually experiencing that experience. Your work can never have an experience. You can have an experience with your work. That's what I'm saying. You can experience nature. You can experience everything that is alive, everything that is around you, everything that is evolving around you, both that which is a living thing and that which is not a living thing. But those things outside you can never experience you. You can actually sit here because your sensations are literally your sensory department, right? So touch, sight, all this is, Now, you can actually determine or decide how far you can stretch your sensations to. Because your experience is all based on what your senses are picking up. Everything beyond your senses, everything beyond your sensations can never come into your experience. This is why you cannot sit here and probably not experiencing what I'm doing in my room. Simply because you have not learned the lesson, or you have not developed the skill of actually extending your sensation to my room. What I'm literally saying is that your senses would always communicate to you what is happening around you, right? Your sensations are actually not limited. Your senses can actually go as far as you let it go. This is how the Creator has created things to be. It would literally go as far as you would allow it to go. If you learn to take your sensation to a next level, if you learn to be in a room of about 1,000 miles radius, right? And you learn to extend your sensations to beyond 1,000 miles radius, what literally will happen is that whatever is happening beyond 1,000 miles, you'll be able to feel it and know it and sense it whilst you're sitting right here in your bedroom. It's like motion sensors. Motion sensors are designed and equipped with a range. And the motion sensor, so long as whatever it is that is happening around it is within the range, the motion sensors will be able to pick it up. But if that which is happening is beyond the range of the motion sensors cannot be able to pick it up. You know what I'm saying? So that which you are picking up is totally based on how fast you have stretched your own sensory system, or how you've endowed or how you have scaled up your sensory system to be able to pick up what is happening around you. This is why you can actually walk in the midst of people and pick people's behaviors, people's emotions, pick up what people are feeling. This is simply the way the Creator created human beings. To be able to pick up, it's not some mystified and some dignified way of you being special to somebody else. Everybody, as a matter of fact, can be an impact person. But the thing is, most people, because of the accumulations, because of the things they've decided their sensory systems to pick on, they are oftentimes not able to pick the basic things everybody is supposed to pick up. So the definitions that people give to themselves has allowed themselves to close certain things. And the accumulations have automatically deterred them to start being in a rational point where they feel this is me and this is not me. This is good for me and that is not good for me. This is my kind of people and this is not my kind of people. These are the people I associate with and these are not the people I associate with. These are the people that I do business with. These are not the people. So because of all these limitations that we set on our sensory systems, we are not able to pick up some of the things that we are meant to pick up. When you equip yourself, you'll be able to walk in a room and know what exactly everybody in that particular room is feeling about you. What they're thinking about you. You can actually meet somebody and know exactly what the person discussed behind you. It's all based on how you wire and you engineer your system to ensure that it's able to pick up most of the things that you are closing in on. Your senses gives you the impression that you are experiencing the outside, but you have never actually experienced the outside. Because you need to understand this, okay? How do you know that the place is hot? It's not happening on the outside, it's happening within you. How do you know somebody has a very strong negative energy towards you? Because you picked it from within you. How do you know that the food tastes good? It happened within you. How do you know this is actually the place that I like to go? Again, within you. So truth matter is, all the experiences that is actually happening out there that we want to think that they are actually happening out there, it's actually things that are going on within our members, within ourselves. Once you're able to understand where these experiences are actually happening, you come to a place where you understand that, wait a minute, these experiences are not actually happening out there. Everything I'm feeling is actually happening within me. Now we are getting somewhere. Now you are literally waking up. Now you're coming into a place of enlightenment. Enlightenment is not something that people parade themselves. They walk around and say, I'm enlightened. I'm an enlightened being. Enlightenment is not an achievement. It's not something that you should glory about. It's not something that you should throw your weight. Enlightenment is actually nothing but a homecoming. You coming into yourself. Enlightenment is basically you coming into who you are. This is what, and it's just homecoming. You need to understand that the Creator actually created you with every possible ability that you can ever think about. Every possible ability you can think. The Creator gave it to you. You came into this world, and again, I've said it time and time, the structures, the systems, the things of this world made you start to think differently than how you're actually supposed to think. Now, when you finally discover that, wait a minute, I've been looking at all of this the wrong way. This is not actually the way I'm supposed to go. I'm not supposed to be heading that way. I'm supposed to be actually going this way. Let me make an example. Let's say you're traveling, right? You're going to a particular destination. So you went ahead to buy a ticket. The case is you didn't actually walk up to the place to get a ticket, or you were not actually the one ordered the ticket online. You made somebody order the ticket for you. Now the ticket got to you, you actually didn't also check the route of the ticket. So you just bought it and you went. Middle of the way, you realize that, wait a minute, the bus is going the wrong turn. Let me check my ticket. You check your ticket and you realize that you're actually going the opposite direction to where you're actually supposed to go. It's like when you're supposed to go a particular way and there are two routes to it, and you actually need the second route, not the first route, because the second route goes through your house. The first route goes through another place, but you didn't pay attention to it. So you're sitting on the bus, right? And the bus takes the first route instead of it actually taking the second route, which is close to your house. You sit in the bus and you all of a sudden come to a realization that, wait a minute, I'm going the wrong way. What happens? You come back to yourself and feel like, wait a minute, I need to start going the right way. Let me get down here, right? So you coming to the realization that you've actually gone the wrong way. Should it be something that you clap and say that, oh, I've achieved something. I'm finally realizing that I was going the wrong way to begin with, and now I get opportunity to come the right way? Is this something that you ought to celebrate? As a matter of fact, oftentimes when you actually find yourself in such situations, you feel nothing but embarrassment. You get embarrassed, but actually going the wrong way. But now this is what is happening to a lot of people. A lot of people come into enlightenment and they want to clap their hands and they want everybody to say, oh, here comes the bishop. Here comes the apostle. Here comes the spiritual man. Here comes the intellectual. No, coming into enlightenment is simply you realizing that, wait a minute, I made a mess. I went the wrong way. Because the Creator endowed you with intelligence. As a matter of fact, let me be honest with you. You have every single intelligence you can ever need sitting right there within you. You've always had it. So when you finally realize that all the effort you put into it has actually become the wrong thing, you feel embarrassed that, oh, I can't even believe this. So how are you celebrating because you got enlightened? How is this an achievement? The reason why everyone is not naturally enlightened is simply because people have categorized the world into simply good or bad, God and devil, high and low, sacred and filthy, pure and impure, heaven and hell. These are the power lines that would never meet each other. But people have some way, somehow managed to base their existence on these principles: good, bad, right, wrong, evil. So therefore, they begin to live their lives within these power lines that is only going this way and are never coming to meet each other. So if you decide that this is good and you are staying here, the person that decides that this is also good is also staying here. To you, they are staying in the place of bad, but to them, they are actually staying in the place of good. And to them, you are also staying in the place of bad, but to them, they are also you get a whole confusion going on. Now, wherever you find yourself staying, the person staying the opposite way is also thinking that where they are is the good place to be. Now, you've brought yourself into an absolute division of creation. can you fully, ask yourself, how can you fully comprehend the totality of the Creator's world? If you are discriminatory towards every single thing He's created. To some people, it's either a thing is good or a thing is bad. So therefore, they never give themselves the chance to actually experience the thing, to decide for themselves if this thing that I'm saying is good is actually good, and this thing that I'm saying is bad is actually bad. They don't know. They just succumb to the power lines that they've drawn out there, and this power line is all of a sudden determining what they should think and where they should go. It is not good according to my accumulation, so it is definitely something that is bad. And I'm definitely not trying it. Once you have fractured this existence within yourself, there is no way to reach a stage of enjoying well-being and freedom. Because how can you ever be free? Something else is constantly telling you to either go this way or that way. You are never actually experiencing both ways to know for yourself which one best helps fit you. Another example. I'd have to make you guys get this. So profound if you understand this. This will absolutely change your life. How can the fishes in the sea declare that the water they surround themselves with is a better water to the river fishes? Are you getting the picture? The river fishes are saying to themselves, we are in the best water. The sea fishes are saying to themselves, we are actually in the best water. This is the life you place yourself in. The human being is also looking at the sea like, I cannot drink this. This is so humongous. I love the river water. The fish in the sea is saying, these people have no clue what they are talking about. Who is good and who is bad? You need to understand, there's no middle line here. Because everything is created as one, and in diversity, it breaks out from itself, comes to experience life, and come back together as one thing. So you that is so busy trying to distinguish between the river water and the sea water, you are there busy trying to distinguish between this is good, this is bad. The waters are looking at you like, wait a minute, all rivers are leading to the sea anyways, and everything that is in the sea is evaporating anyways, forming the rain, and it's pouring back down to the ground anyway. So how do you distinguish between this and that? Let me summarize. I've taken a lot of time. Let me summarize. What most people are not paying attention to is the Creator that created everything into reality never distinguished between his creation. Never did. The Creator found the harmony and the fulfillment in every single thing that is in existence. So much so that he understood that every single thing that is alive is playing a major role of fulfilling the other. So long as this one is, that one would be. And so long as that one would be, it also bring the other one in. And so long as the other one would be, it also bring that other one in. If you understand this basic principle of the Creator, you begin to realize that there's nothing good or nothing bad. There's nothing evil and nothing righteous. Everything that is in existence is created by the Creator for a sole purpose of nature's manifestation. Even your Bible tells you that everything he created is good. Right? Everything. Now, if indeed everything he created is good, who told you that that is bad? And so long as you know that that is bad, would you ever experience it? And if you are never experiencing something because you've been told to think that it is bad, are you actually alive? Are you actually living? Are you actually in existence? That's the problem most people find themselves. And because of that, most people have created enemies they had no business having, because they decided to discriminate between things and decided this is for me and that is. As a matter of fact, most people who claim there's a devil, if they've actually met the devil, they will be more in love with the devil than with the Jesus they know. Fact. Most people who look at me and condemn me for what I do and say I'm going to hell, whatever. These same people, if they have a one-on-one encounter with me, I promise you, these same people would absolutely be in awe of my presence. But they would never experience that. Why? Because they are busy trying to draw the power lines that I would never meet. This is not creation. Time is fast spent a lot, you guys. Listen, that's what happens when you try to break down something so simple but yet deemed complex in less than 20 minutes. It'll mess you up. But anyway, love you guys. Go to our website, visit. Make sure you make all the inquiries. We're here to serve you and make us grow. I love you. Mwah.